Oh, come on, man. So, the same thing I did yesterday, guys, I have to do again. Where is my little jumper wire? All right, guys, here we go. All you got to do is have it on here long enough to get the fuel pump to run, okay? All right, I can hear the fuel pump buzzing. Fuel pump is running. That should be enough fuel pressure. Not so much fuel pressure we're chasing, guys. We're trying to wake the system up. Let's see what we got. Yes. All right, that was long enough to wake the fuel pump up. Now I can get it in and try to get it fixed. That would drive people crazy, guys. All right, hold on. Let me turn this down. Now, we gotta get this thing fixed. We can't, this will drive anybody crazy. Every morning you get up, your car is a no start. No, that's not good. And I aim to fix it. I am here. I have no space in my garage because I'm busy continuing to build my studio portion of my garage. But I will have to come up. We're gonna do it right here, guys. All right. I'm sure y'all want to come along the ride with me. So let's get it. Hi, where we at? Where is my tools? Yes, I did have to bring some tools home. Quite frankly, some electrical tools. Let's see what we got. Let me show y'all what I got, because I'm gonna run through this fairly quick, guys. Fairly quick. Yes, need my soldering, my heat gun to heat the heat shrinking that I'm gonna use. Here is, I haven't decided yet which harness I'm gonna use. That is a harness that will work. This one is already together, so I might end up using this one. It's already wired together. This one I got to build, but I have to charge accordingly, guys. Just ain't no way around it. Okay, and of course you need solder in order to solder. All right, the rest of it is clips, wiring, and repairs, guys. Let's get it. First thing first. We gotta get this battery off, and then we're gonna start with removing this Tipm, because we gotta get the Tipm off. All right, guys, first things first, we gotta get this 13mm nut off of here, because we have to simply remove the Tipm. It has to come out of its shell. All right, now guys, let's get the two connectors we will be working out of. This 50-way connector is black, and this 40-way connector, which is kind of tannish. All right, we have to remove both of those. These are the two connectors we will be working out of, okay? Now, as far as this 50-way connector, we're looking for cavity 40. But keep in mind, guys, my wiring harness is already wired and color-coded. I'm merely going to match color of wiring, all right? Blue go on blue, pink go on pink, and brown go on brown, all right? So let's start with this 50-way connector. It's black. We're looking for cavity 40, which is a brown wire, all right? Let me remove some insulation off of these wiring. So because I have to connect these to the actual Tipm harness, all right? Again, guys, we're working out of the black connector first. Cavity 40, it's a brown wire. We just got to snap it, cut it, all right? And we're going to have to strip away, because I will be matching it with my brown wire out of my harness. Now, this 40-way connector, we have to remove that cover, because what we're looking for is a black and orange wire, all right? We got to cut that out and match it with my blue wire. Now, last but not least, guys, this is a pink and kind of a greenish color. But let's cut this out right quick so y'all can see this. All right, now I cut that away because I will have to match it with my blue wire. All right, now here's the last one. It is pink and light green, guys. I'm gonna put pictures at the end of the video because I'm going through this fairly quick. Now I will not cut this wire. I will merely splice in the middle of it. I will go in line with this wire. So what I do, take my wire strippers and strip right there in the center like that. Okay, because I have to take my pink wire and wrap it around now. Make sure you get good connections, guys. That's why it is important that you use solder to make the connection. All right, now what we're gonna do is solder all three of these connections, guys. Make sure you put a piece of heat shrink tube over it before you connect them. All right, because we want to heat shrink the connection. All right, don't try to use tape, guys. You can only use tape on this three-way split we just did. That's because you can't get a piece of heat shrink tube on it. All right, here's the solder I'm gonna use. Roslyn core solder, guys. All right, I got this soldered up already. Now I want to go over something with you guys. As far as the wiring that's exposed, okay, do not leave it exposed, guys. We're gonna put a piece of heat shrink tube over the exposed wire. All right, that is merely to keep moisture and from forming in it. That is, we don't want moisture to get inside. So right here, all right, we got to cover that up. I'm gonna put a piece of heat shrink tube on it, and we're gonna merely heat it up, just like I said earlier, so moisture will not get in it. So from there, guys, we're gonna tape up any kind of excess. I wouldn't say wiring because there's no exposed wire, at least there shouldn't be after you do your repairs. So we're gonna tape all this up, make it look professional, guys. Remember, we just installed an external fuel pump relay kit, so you will have to splice into it. Now let's place this down in here, guys. Get this back into its shell. I got a little bit more I want to cover, so stay tuned, guys. All right, guys, we are about done. In fact, I am done as far as the installation. Okay, now a couple things I want to point out. All right, number one, I'm at home and I don't have my sockets with me. I end up using a wrench, but it doesn't matter, the tools, as long as you can get the job done. Guys, this is very important. Do not just leave this laying around, okay? You don't need this to move, vibrate, or anything. Remember, this is not the updated relay, okay? Over time, I suspect when this relay start being used a lot, it get hot, the silicone in here may leak onto those contacts and cause the exact same problems. I will inform my customer of such. In fact, I will give him a typical ISO relay. That's all this is, guys. It's just a international standard organization. In fact, it's one of these relays. So I would give him a relay, a 5-prong relay, just to keep in the glove box. If it ever happened again, just pop this off and pop that relay on. Obviously, this they had problems out of these. Those relays are on back order. We have relays, we have recalls, waiting on recalls that was done not too long ago. Okay, so I have to, once they start rolling in, I would grab one and call all mine, because I have done at least 10 of these on, ranging from the Caravan, the Jeep Grand Cherokee, the 1500, which is what this is, and the Durango. So yes, anything actually that utilize this style Tipm. Okay, now when I say utilize this style Tipm, I think it was 2011, between 2011 and 13. So you can find an 08 Caravan with a Tipm that looks just like this. It's not the exact same Tipm, so make sure your year model matches. All right. So that's a couple tips. I'm wrapping this up, guys. I had to squeeze in some previous footage because I couldn't find my tripod and I was working with one hand. So now you will be aware that with this positive cable on here, you won't be able to close this. So this is no big deal, guys. I typically just clip this off. Okay, it's not gonna hurt anything, but I just wanted to show you guys not to panic. You can do this, and not a lot of people panic when they have to make even little minor cosmetic changes to their cars. You know, so you see, you'll be able to close this. All right, so don't panic. That ain't gonna hurt nothing. But I will leave. Please heed this warning. Do not leave this relay. This is the external. Now, think about this for a second, guys. Now we have an external fuel pump relay, which is the way it should have been all along, guys. This Tipm has enough work to do. It has enough responsibility. All right, utilizing the ASD or the fuel pump circuit inside this Tipm was a bad idea, but you can't go back into the past. It's something they tried. I'm sure they learned their lesson. They will never do it again. So we move on. We don't dwell on the past. But I just want you to understand what you have just done. If you've done this, and let me say this again, is this a do-it-yourself job? It could be, depending on your electrical background, your electrical skill. Actually, your electrical skills, because now the way I did it is not very super professional, guys. Okay, so you can, I mean, the basics. If you know how to solder, if you know how to splice wiring and connect the wiring and solder the wirings together and heat shrink tube the wiring, all that plays a role in sealing that. Make sure you keep a good connection. You got to make sure you keep a good connection. That's more important than making the connection. All right, because we under the hood, so we under extreme heat, pressure, water, whatever. So that connection has to be secured. That's why I suggest soldering it. So if you're able to do all that, then and you're able to read a diagram, likely you may be able to pull this off. Now, in essence, you have just saved yourself $700 or more. Because like I said earlier, the other option you have at your disposal is to just replace the Tipm. Now, I think about this a lot, man. The next guy to get this truck, I mean, this is a fairly old truck. He will not have this problem anymore. The only problem he may come up with is a relay. And they go to replace the Tipm. Will they have to? Well, the Tipm is just a hard part itself. Okay, so don't worry about that. But guys, make sure everything is secured. Well, you'll know. Last but not least, hook your battery up and verify everything works. You should fire right up. Remember, we had delay starting because the fuel pump wasn't running, so you didn't have any fuel pressure. Guys, I don't care how tight seal your fuel system is. It's not gonna hold pressure overnight. Pressure with anything will release over time. Okay, it's just like the oil in the engine. It will drain from the valve train, you know, if you don't start your car in a while. The fuel pressure will work its way back, even if there's an anti-valve somewhere in the line. Yes, it will eventually work its way back. Okay, physics. All right, so when you turn the key, the fuel pump is supposed to give you a 2-second primer to avoid having a long crank time or stalling or anything like that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna semi-connect this. Where's the pliers that I use? I forgot my 10mm. I forgot everything, guys. You think about stuff you're gonna do at home and still forget it. All right, so I'm just gonna semi-tighten this. I'm headed to the shop and I will make my final adjustments there. I just do not want a conflict of interest with my job. So I did not do this at the shop. Did this at my home. I'm at home, guys. Yes. Yeah, see, there's my black Cherokee. This is my neighborhood. I will show you my junky garage, but I don't want to hear Tim at Astro Auto Repair's mouth. He always dogged me out about my garage. All right, system on. Let's start this car. See if it fires right up. Here we go. Y'all hear that? Ta-da! What we do this morning? It's because we had no fuel pressure. Uh-oh. Y'all hear that, guys? Listen to that. Y'all hear that ticking noise? Not a ticking noise. Ladies and gentlemen, that is an exhaust stud. I will run that by him and see if he want to get that fixed. If he do, we have some more content coming up. All right? Yes, it's on that side. Exhaust stud broke. It's not a Hemi lifter tick. This is a Hemi. I heard it when I first started it. Tick, 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 and it is slowly reside. But yes, that's what that is. All right, guys, I'm done. I'm headed to the shop. Take you some tie straps. Secure this relay. Do not leave it hanging, guys. Please do not. I'm headed to the shop now. I will make my final adjustments there. And I am done, guys. I thank you for watching. I appreciate you watching. Remember, guys, it's applied to the 1500, Grand Cherokee, Durango, and the Caravans, 2011 through 2013. All right, if you have any of these symptoms, this may be what you need. I always have to say may, because it could be anything. You, on the other hand, have to do your diagnostics to verify what your problem is. Okay, guys, that's all I have. Thanks for watching.